Yeah, it seems actually the game is starting, and classes are a warrior against paladin.
All right, so it was the patron versus the secret paladin that you said that we might be seeing. I'm just making sure that Indigo invites us to spectate as well. So we can see his cards. This could be a mid-range paladin. Imagine my surprise if that were the case. There we go. We can see the chords. And
Well,
it is
yeah.
a secret paladin.
Yeah, I can't still see. Maybe he invites now after the turn.
No, I'm sure he will.
Yeah. But it will be a secret paladin against an patron warrior. What a normal start.
The patron warrior seems to be fully golden, with the golden form as well, so SwissKing showing us that swag. The shielded minibot for turn 2, and muster for battle for 3, and what do you know, a mysterious challenger waiting in the hand for turn number 6, and with a redemption on the board. It's looking pretty good for Indigo right now. SwissKing doesn't have anything special in his hand. He's got a couple of weapons. He's got a draw mechanic, a few activators, but nothing to activate yet. So.
Yeah, the unstable glue was a little bit annoying. You can't play master and force the opponent to use some kind of board swipe, but this will be decently okay.
I understand why not, or why he's not attacking with one of those shielded minibots either. Because this way, when he plays the True Silver Champion on 4, he can ensure that both minions stay unharmed. Now on turn 3 for SwissKing. You could, in theory, coin out the Death Spite, but do you really want to prep the Death Rattle yet?
No.
Is the Fire War Axe just so much better?
I think just attacking one of those shield minibots and taking it out with the Fiery War Axe could be one. Playing a Frothing Berserker is really risky.
I see that people are asking me to boost my microphone. We can do that. We will do that between the games.
Like, I kind of understand why you would play a frothing. It will grow quite huge, but it can be also quite easily removed if there is silence or any kind of, like, you can just go through silver, kill that unstable cool, run those both shield minibots to Frothing Berserker. One will clear the board, so you will get the board basically back to you and just actually get the initiative. So,
oh wow, Indigo decides to not clear out the Frothing Berserker. He was given the chance to clear out the Frothing with the existing minions. And obviously not do it.
Well, he has the silence over there. It's hard to kill all of them out. You get the 2-1 back with new shield. Really annoying.
Definitely annoying to see the redemption being procced, but what do you think is the reason behind him not killing the Frothing? Does he not consider it a threat, or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard because basically you want to kill it off, but you would leave the board empty, and the warrior would have the initiative to get the board. Using your weapon to kill that frothing is really good. You still have the divine shield. Avenger just, I think, going to play master. No, master the reinforcement.
And I personally would have liked to see Muster for Battle plus Silverhand Recruit. Of course, that Dead Spite completely annuls it, so it's not an option. He's forced to play Avenge plus Repentance before playing the Mysterious Challenger.
Yeah.
So, the good thing is, if one of these minions dies this turn, he will get the Avenge proc earlier before he plays the Mysterious Challenger for the second Avenge. there's a chance that the Repentance is also procced, so it might not take value away from the Mysterious Challenger. Grim Patron, oh wow, this is like the perfect card to get Repentance on. Oh, jeez, this hurts for SwissKing. This hurts so bad.
Everyone get out of here. Oh, wait,
Everyone, don't get in here.
Yeah, well, that's quite useless, that first patron. So one frothing, one patron down.
Definitely.
You can't attack for that.
No, you can't. There's no way you can do that. There's the Mysterious Challenger being procced as well. And the 1/1 will be used to clear out the Green Patron.
Well, just 4 more.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
Well, there's another green patron.
It's still viable to use it at a later stage. You need that Warsong Commander though.
Yeah, you need to proc that repentancy. You know that it's over there because there's all of the secrets. So you want to play Armor Smith and then.
Oh, don't play the Repentance. There's a second Repentance up, man. There's a second Repentance. Don't play it.
My God,
Ooh.
I'm getting a heart attack with these games.
Yeah, me too. SwissKing is keeping us on the edge. He's forcing us to do things that we don't like to see. Oh my God, he's playing it. No, there can't be more than one. There is more than one. Why you do this, man? Why?
The feeling when you get your both patrons just repentanced.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's probably not feeling too good right now.
But in the defense, there is usually like my deck only runs one repentancy. Like there is because if you dump too many secrets, like this deck is running at least 7. So if it's really risky to have too much of those. Because you can get the hands like where you just start with 4 secrets and you can't do anything.
This could even be an 8 secret version because I've seen Paladin decks run 8 secrets.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
You can in theory run 10, but since the Mysterious
No, you can't. Well, yeah, you can, but it's really risky.
Yeah, it's a bit silly. Oh, Consecration being used this turn just to enable Divine Favor for a whole lot of cards. Now we can just see the explosive potential of this deck. He's been forced to do nothing and been able to do all the pressure. So the patron is looking at his last turn right now, unless he draws into an execute, to deal with the Mysterious Challenger. And even then, there's going to be a redemption on it. So it's going to have 6 attack points. So with the redemption, 6/9, he needs more armor. Let's see. Armor, Smith, Whirlwind, but then you don't draw. With the Noble Sacrifice death, the redemption will work on the defender and not if he's able to get that execute up somehow.
Yeah, but there's still range.
Battle Rage is 2, stands for 1, so if Battle Rage is for 2 cards, then it points out the execute. There's 8 damage on the board, and he's left with 12, so there's a chance. Kind of wanted the Avenge to proc on the 7/6. Oh.
Yeah, you can go to slam inner.
Inner Rage the 2/1? No?
Yeah, and then just roll.
Coin, Whirlwind, yeah.
Yeah.
Did not see that myself.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, that you can actually draw with the slam and still leave something on the board. Like that was like have some chance, but battle raging over there would draw a little bit.
6 damage is needed, and double Blessing of Kings is way overkill.
Yeah, 15 to the face.
First game, there you go, Secret Paladin over SwissKing's patrons. In a pretty spectacular way. That was turn number 7.
Yeah,
Turn
I
number
think that
7.
was
15.
yeah, but I think that was more of inexperience maybe to play against, like with Patron playing against Secret Paladin, and Secret Paladin actually played a lot against patron. I think there was like both of sides where like one of side haven't played so much that he would actually know like exactly the deck kind of lists. Because it feel like if there's 5 secrets, then you should know that one of them are reprinters.
True.
Because they're
Nobody
only running
runs I
5.
Nobody
Yeah.
runs I for 9.
So they, I think it was just didn't count.
What were his options though? When you think of SwissKing's hand, the only
Playing
other
Armor
minion-
Smith.
Yeah, the only minion there was the Armor Smith.
Yeah. I think it's way better. Because in the next turn, like you can play Armor Smith, Armor Up, and you will have a 1/1 over there, what basically meaningless. But next turn you can go for Patron, then you can attack, and Whirlwind you have 4 Patrons with 2 with full health. It would still be quite bad, because that's 6/6. You would take 6 more extra damage, but you could still try to deal with it. And you would force one of the guys hit the 1/1, because you don't want to leave the 1 damage up when there is a dead spite with 1 attack, because you can take 5 damage and then you can just attack the 1, so you do 6 damage.
And we are heading into the second match of this best of 5 series conquest format. Both players know that they need to win with all 3 decks. It's gonna be a Warlock winner and it's gonna be a Handlock winner.
Yeah.
Oh wow, both players having double Mountain Giant in their starting hand.
Yeah. And
Twilight
Twilight
Drake.
Dragon Taunt. Well,
This just got really interesting.
and this is fully golden handlock, so SwissKing have maybe played this deck a little bit.
Just a few matches, I would reckon. I think we're gonna see a coin to Twilight Drake, as silly as it may seem, because SwissKing is given the problem of having turn 2 as handlock. You want to play the Mountain Giants on turn 4 and 5, but with the coin, it's not really possible.
But actually, in this matchup, you don't want to play 2 giants in the table if you don't have to, because of that Shadow Flame threat.
Yeah, it's possible there's a Shadow Flame threat, but the Mountain Giants are that early on turns 4 and 5 are usually pretty safe. Because the only way that the Shadow Flames work with the opposing side is if they play their own Mountain Giant on turn 4 and then waste turn 5 on Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
So the earlier threat, deciding to not tap. Well, this way you can play the Mountain Giant next turn. I like it. I like it a lot. SwissKing saving some of his own health and making sure that he doesn't overdraw. Gets a turn 4 on Giant for 3 mana.
Yeah.
So it kind of wastes mana. Could he go for the Twilight Drake on 4 and then turn 5 3 mana mount?
And tap.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't tap
No,
if
you
you
can't
overdraw.
tap it, so
Yeah.
You can use that 2 mana for something else like a Mountain Giant.
Decent.
Yeah, definitely. Because now he can go double Mountain Giant on 4 and 5. That's the play that I was talking to you about.
Yeah.
So now there's the offensive Mountain Giant, or the defensive Mountain Giant in this case for Indigo.
But now if he plays another Mountain Giant that doesn't trade for the 8/8 or goes for a face or something, he can just attack face all and just Shadow Flame. And I don't think he's wasting the turn up there, because he basically gets 2 on 2 and he has still board.
So many
That's true.
possibilities.
So it's a risk of, does he have the Shadow Flame in his hand?
Yeah.
So if
Because I have done this play so many times. I played 2 Mountain Giants and doesn't trade.
Yep.
And then I just get punished so hard.
And SwissKing seems to be aware that, there we go. Good play from the Czech player. Representing eSuba.Intel, SwissKing is showing very high quality calls. Making sure that his deck will not get wiped out, while his face would be taking 11 damage. Now as Indigo,
Oh, I think I crashed.
well, come back at some stage.
Yeah.
He's got Doomguard in his deck.
I wonder.
Doomguard in Handlock. This means there's Void Callers and probably a Demon Handlock.
Yeah.
So We'll just have to wait and see what comes up. He's tapping for the Mountain Gent, and I do like it because Sludge Vulture is just a little too late for this turn. You don't want to be playing Ancient Watchers. You've already got one of them on the board. SwissKing just straight in the 8 to red, trying to gain the value gain. Pointing out the Dr. Boom. Does make the Qualadrix ever so slightly smaller, but in this stage it doesn't really matter. There's only 3-3 on the board, and the 7-7 Dr. Boom contests the board a whole lot more. Indigo, way off from his Molten Giants, could go for the Sun Fury Protector taunt play. Or his own Dr. Boom. He just top decked that one, so it would be Boom versus Boom.
Yeah, I think you want to first kill one of those bots and yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, that happened. Esports. Well, now playing a Dr. Boom will be decent.
Twilight Drakes or heal bots. If you tap, you can heal bot. But if you heal bot, then you're far off from Molten Giant.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, getting some, but yeah, still a little bit awkward.
Twilight Drake, I think, is okay here. You just trade the 7-7 and go for the Oh, he's hoping to hit the second boom bot if he does with it. Oh, he does.
Yeah, works. And shoot the face.
One.
And you can play the Molten
Just
Giant
the
now.
perfect amount for Molten Giant. You're still fairly safe at 15 hit points. So
That happened.
I don't think that could have gone any better.
No. I think he was hoping just to, like, count on, okay, if I get hit like 7, I can play it for free and still play anti-healbot.
Yeah, board defender or...
Yeah. So, like, if it hits 6, so it was... I can't say it was like riskless play, but it was like decently managed risk.
Definitely. 3-5 slows down your 8-8. There is, of course, an Iron Meteorologist waiting. He's shedding his remaining feathers, as you can see. If he goes for the Owl play, then he's got 6 mana to play with. Twilight Drake, yep. Dark Bomb would combination of the Hellfire and the Dark Bomb to actually clear the board and leave your own Molten Giant. If he had attacked into the 3-5 with his Molten Giant, then Hellfired, use Dark Bomb on the Watcher. Hellfire Dark Bomb is 6. There would have been 2 mana left for a tap as well.
Yeah, but you would be on 8. And like it's decent, but if there is like, then there would be actually lethal in the hand of, like, if you don't get the count up. So safer is just because they could be just Dark Bomb to, like, to double Hellfire or something like that.
True.
Or actually double. It has to be other way around. Double Dark Bomb and Hellfire.
Sun getting a lot of value from this one. So I completely respect that decision. You don't really need to use your second AoE yet. The 5-11 by itself can be left up. You will trade with the Taurus Sun, yes, but even if you had used one of your AoEs on your existing minions, the maximum amount of damage you could have done was 5, and then you would have had some sacrifice to your Taurus Sun. So.
Yeah.
Actually 4 with the existing board. So 4 damage onto that board would have cleared out Aurgus, it would have cleared out the Giant, but it would have also killed the dude that would have attacked into the Twilight Drake, so.
No, you can just heal up, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Sludge Belcher is better right now.
You need the taunt? Like,
you're overextending just an incy-wincy bit, but with the Sludge Belcher you provide pressure.
yeah. Well, it's same damage than anti-heal, but yeah. That's more sticky.
That is more sticky, true.
But you are open for something like, well, I don't know. I was thinking maybe Sylvanas Shadow Flame, but that doesn't actually even do enough.
Nope, you would maybe even get
Wonder.
a 1-2 out of that.
No, you could get actually 4-1 most likely. So yeah, it doesn't catch.
Tapping into Twilight. It's still left with 5 though. Is there no... Yeah, I was just thinking, like, why not play the Ancient Watcher? It's
Yeah.
definitely a good body for the Sentry. None of these guys are vital for the Shadow Flame either, since you've got an own gen waiting for the hit points to go low.
Yeah. And I think now we might actually see Hellfire, because if you start to trade these, the easiest way would be just getting everything to 3. Yeah, you can put Twilight and Belcher to 4-10 and attack your Argus to 4-5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking myself as well.
And then you should have enough board. You would lose this big Belcher, but... Or you can just silence, that's true.
Yeah, the silence is very, very strong at the moment. So, using your own 5-6 to clear out the 4-5. And you could even go for the Argus at 4-9.
Almost out of time.
Well, you want to get... Well, yeah, I don't actually know if you have to. You can easily trade just 5-6 goes to...
By playing the Emperor for that, I think he's prepping for a lethal next turn.
Yeah,
And you do attack with the Belcher. You do attack with the Belcher.
yeah.
And that's 9, 11, 14. That's 19 damage if I count correctly.
Yeah. But still, Shadow Flame will take care of most of the body. We get just 1-2, so that was quite a nice value.
Yep. Risk on SwissKing's part did not pay off. But I guess if your opponent still has more than 10 cards and he's used one of their AoEs on, have we seen AoEs yet? No, that was the first moment.
No. Oh. Bugger again.
Wait, second Shadow Flame? Wasn't one Shadow Flame used already?
Yeah, one was used already.
Yeah, but only one, okay. Well,
Yeah, only one.
I remembered incorrectly then. Sorry about that. Then SwissKing's overextension was a really big risk, since you haven't seen any AoEs really before that.
I think there wasn't any.
Nope, no AoEs. BGH being teched into this SwissKing version of Handlock definitely gonna pay out once the second Molten Giant or the Alex comes down.
Yeah. It's again, like, do you run Big Game Hunter or do you run Siphon Life?
I think you run the BGH in the current meta,
Yeah.
since even Secret Paladins can get ridiculously high
Yeah.
value.
And it's so much cheaper. It doesn't give you that 2 life, but it doesn't matter. You can still get so much out of it.
Yep, and double Hellfire plus Dark Bomb. Guess what? That's lethal.
Yeah, that's lethal.
So SwissKing and getting the equalizer 1-1 right now with his own Warlock. Both players still haven't brought their hunters. And SwissKing knows about the Patron Warrior. So if you don't want to go Patron Warrior into Hunter, that's one matchup you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So I guess he wants to queue with the Hunter first to get the Hunter win out, and then try and force the Warrior versus Warlock. If he gets Hunter versus Handlock though, that's a really tough matchup nowadays.
Yeah, I think both of like the hunter should have quite an easy win, but then I don't know. Like I think Indigo's lineup is just really good at the moment. Like after that match, like both
There is no
decks.
weak link.
Sorry.
There is no weak link in Indigo's
Yeah,
lineup.
yeah.
Okay, well now, no more guessing, just getting straight to the action. Game number 3 of the Hearthstone.fi community tournament number 41 is about to begin. And it is the Hunter from SwissKing, and we are facing off against
Let the hunt
we
begin.
can see how it turns out. Might be good, might be really awful. At least one Mountain Giant in Indigo's starting hand. Plus Molten Giant as well. The Dr. Boom is not that great, but the Dark Bomb, once again, one of those high value early game cards. Getting the one drop out of the mulligan for SwissKing is really good. And playing the Creeper before Knife to Juggler, of course. So you might have a chance to pop it. If you're feeling greedy, then you play the Knife Juggler first, but then the Dark Bomb punishes you for it. So it's better to drop the lower value minions out first. If they bait out removal, that's great.
Yeah.
Nope, they're going for the greedy play with the Knife Juggler. Unfortunately for SwissKing, that is going to get Dark Bombed right out. There is no reason for Indigo not to remove it because he's holding onto the coin as well. This means that he'll be able to utilize his turn number 3 with tap. And Indigo agrees. Would you say that the key to this matchup for the Hunter is pretty much just consistently pushing the Warlock down to 15 while having a board to clear the game next turn? Or are there other alternative ways of handling this?
I don't know. Like in the next turn when we see Pilot Shredder dropping down, it's really hard to fight back the board.
Yeah, there's a couple sticky minions,
Yeah.
a bit of damage burst, a double shredder as well. And there's potential for 6 damage out of the hand. So SwissKing is going to put Indigo down to 15 and play another shredder. That's going to put 11 damage on the board.
Yeah. And playing Mountain Giant here is really risky. You really hope to get. You could try to coin out a Sludge Belcher and then playing next turn just Healbot, trying to stay alive. With this, you basically give one more turn for Hunter. If he plays a weapon over here, he's been really. No, well, actually, he doesn't actually have to. He can just play
the Shredder. The
Shredder,
Shredder
yeah.
is the winning play because then you're threatening with the next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's going for the 1 damage. That kind of enables Molten Giants. Kind of. But at 1 mana, you would need to draw into Sun Fury Protector. So if he had a Sun Fury Protector, he could go Mountain Giant or Molten Giant.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, Patient Assassin.
My apologies.
That is definitely worthy of your apologies. So, high main? Is it high main time?
Yeah, because you were missing 1 damage.
You trade the Shredder into the H4, right?
Yeah, you will trade. Oh well, actually no.
You do need to trade the Shredder.
Yeah, you
You
need
can't
to.
use it to go for face.
Or you can go Eagle. Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you just have to trade. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. And just summon high main and next turn again, just offer lethal.
7 damage this turn. He could go all in if he wanted. He could go Eaglehorn Hero Power or Eaglehorn Freezing Trap. And then just go all face. And he's gonna go for it. Wow.
Yeah.
Because he's got burst damage in his hand, he's got quick shot plus hero power. And that means that now the opponent player cannot tap.
Yeah.
And when he can't tap, he needs to have both the taunt plus the heal. And at 5 mana, a dig heal bot requires you to have the 2 mana taunt instead of the 4 mana taunt. Still, even after the heal bot, he's got free Molten Giants.
Yeah. And they still lethal on the board.
5 from the board, quick 8 from the hand, 4, 3, 1, 2.
Well, 5, 8, weapon 5, 8 with weapon and then there's the hero power.
Second patient assassin.
Whoa, those are grouping up.
I
So we have some kind of patient assassin meta.
Yeah, well, he was thinking about playing those Molten Giants, but now it's gonna. Will it actually matter? He needs to play those anyway. He needs to play both Molten Giants.
so
I think, because if he wants to win this game, there's no way he can, by the way. But even
Yeah.
if he wants to win this game, he has to play with the Molten Giants and hope that there is no Unleash or whatever. But, well, Unleash plus Quick Shot plus Hero Power. Yeah, that's it. It would have been over anyway with the Hero Power. Despite Molten Giants. 2-0 in favor of our Czech eSuba player. Really
2-1.
unlucky for Indigo to not get those taunt enablers. Really
I know it's 2-1.
yeah,
right.
2-1.
Yeah, 2-1, yeah.
2-1 for SwissKing. He's only got his Patron Warrior left. Had Indigo had Sunfury Protectors, that match would have been very different. Very different indeed.
Yeah, just some Fury Protector heal, you would be at least on 10. Just putting up those town walls. It could be still lost because you need your second heal and Hunter can have answers for those taunts. But yeah,
You
it
already
would
saw
be.
one owl, I think. Did you see one owl?
No,
Oh,
it wasn't
okay,
all
well,
again.
then
Yeah,
there's a chance for it to be silenced away.
but there was 0 like kill commands used, so there was a chance.
That's true. There was so much burst potential.
Yeah.
So much. Okay, well, starting hand wise, SwissKing could hold on to the shield block. I think you should mulligan at least the inner rage, if not the battle rage.
I think you have to toss both.
Yeah, he tosses even the shield slam, shield block, so and get those early game cards against Hunter. Armorsmith, Fiery War Axe. Well, those are early game cards that you want against the Hunter. So, pretty good mulligan for the first draw for SwissKing thus far. As Indigo, you don't need to coin the two drop. You just go with the additional wave spinner and try and see what RNGs this has in store for you.
Oh, another armor speed. That's nice.
Double Armorsmith plus Fire War Axe. Do you think there's a better way to start a game against a Hunter as patron than this? Is there any better way?
No.
Yeah, I agree. Pretty
No.
much the dream hand.
Maybe if the inner rage would be Acolyte of Pain, you could want one of them over there.
Well, yeah. Well, true.
Or execute, just so you can use inner rage to your Acolyte and draw silly amounts of cards.
So, is he gonna pop the spider? Pop the
That
spider.
would slow
use the
them down.
whirlwind.
Yeah.
There's nothing left, no beasts. You've got some armor out of that. Yeah, you're using away one of your activators. Only supposed to go for.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to use a whirlwind over there.
No, you don't have to use the whirlwind. The whirlwind is definitely an option though. You get 3 minion removals. But it's such a high value card in a deck like this that you don't want to use it for nothing. And now there's no beasts, so that's good. And no Houndmaster value. Because Houndmaster could have gone down with a coin. And Armored Warhorse. Let's see how the ghost mechanics work. Does the Hunter have more cost? And he does! Wow.
Well, nice.
Very, very lucky for Indigo, that one, because I think the Savannah Highmane is the highest cost card in that deck.
Yep.
There's a commander. Warhorse, even 1 mana, 8 damage.
Made to
Removing the armor smith from the monster. Not bad.
Yeah. Definitely bad.
Would you
Oh, that was the
silence-
high main.
Would you silence the armor smith?
I don't know if you have to.
Freezing trap might be enough, yeah.
Yeah, freezing trap, hero power, go phase would be decent.
The reason I'm thinking about playing the owl is the fact that you could hope that you would have a beast next turn for Grandmaster. Okay, it's just often played as a 4-3. It does provide you with more tempo board-wise when you get the bigger minion out there.
Yeah.
But it also enables SwissKing to do trades into the 1/1s with his own armorsmith, so... Okay, double execute. Would you go Whirlwind execute
What
the
now?
Harmmaster, go for face damage with the armorsmith and just hero power? Or ignore the 4-3 for now?
I like more using inner rage to your armor smith and just killing that houndmaster with it.
But you've got double execute in your hand. What are you going to use the second execute for?
Well, you can kill both of those 7 high mains with it.
Oh boy, Warzone Commander being used on this stage. It just requires 1 damage. 1 damage from Indigo and it's dead. I think you should have just held on to the Warzone Commander for now from SwissKing. Because without the commander, you don't have an activator for your frothings, you don't have an activator for your patrons. As of
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, this should cheap.
And you did see the opponent playing Houndmaster over there, so he's not having the best curve. So you could read over there that he's also maybe having just spell heavy hand. So you didn't have any hurry over there, I think.
Nope. No. The Unstable Ghoul does compete to spectral
Hooray.
yeah. Like you said.
They
Hooray.
won't do anything more.
But it's pretty much that's it. Savannah, yeah, Savannah. No other option really. You don't care about the Unstable Ghoul enough to item peek it yet.
No.
And the Ghoul can't react thanks to the freezing trap, so... If you attack the face with the Ghoul, then you can check for both explosive and freezing, and even bear trap.
Yeah.
In theory, it could also be misdirection, but that's not gonna happen. Yep, seeing that it's the freezing trap, then he can just replay it for 4, go for hero power.
I actually kind of like playing it again because like there's still the 7 high main have to attack on that one, except if there's something else to like. The best thing could be something like silence and go phase. If you would get quite much pressure, you could use just, let's say, web spinner, silence, and kill command.
You can hold on to the kill command, just use hero power this turn.
Oh yeah, or that.
I do like it. The Silence Owl doesn't really have that many targets. Maybe a huge frothing would be another one, but she saved you 1/1s with the
Yeah.
owl. Oh, quick shot first.
Yeah, he wants to save it for maybe Warzone Commander. If it's dropped again, leave it like easily. And if you are playing the 100 Creeper, you don't want to play Iron Peak out because most likely it will be Whirlwinded.
And a web spinner is a small threat against patrons because they might spawn more patrons. Indigo feels he's safe by playing it this turn instead of holding it in your hand for the kill command activation or another similar mechanic.
Executing himself, no, doesn't work like that.
That's the Arthos special.
Yeah.
The Savannah High main getting removed by execute is quite likely. argue for the Acolyte of Pain in a Rage Whirlwind shenanigans first.
You're gonna do this anyway, so if you want to go shenanigans, you can use the whirlwind after, so you get 1 damage from both of those, and if you throw another whirlwind, you can just use that one also.
Oh wow, the Green Patron combo is real.
Yeah, now you actually want those 2 ones to live, because you can just spawn more and more and more.
Yep,
Sadly,
scavenging hyena.
yeah, sadly, Unleash the Hounds is in the hand, so...
Scavenging hyena means we're gonna get a 4-3 scavenging hyena. At least one of those 2 ones will trade into the Acolyte. If he plays the snake trap, he's actually giving himself a bad situation to go on.
Yeah. Yeah, in this matchup, I wouldn't play a snake trap. Like at all.
Enough. That 4-3 scavenging hyena is gonna be a problem.
Will it be?
Yes, because if you Warsong Commander Green Patron in a range, then if you use the 5-2, go for the hyena, then you don't spawn anymore patrons from 5.
No, but you can put the 5-2 on there, then you can trade the 2-1 with your another like 3-2, and then you get the snakes. Then you can just trade. So you first kill that hyena away.
You need to kill the hyena off with the 5-2.
Yeah.
Okay, using this. Another slime.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's just cycling the slime because
Yeah.
he's got the mana for it. So.
That's
That's
true.
a freezing trap. No, it's a snake trap. Yeah.
It's a snake trap. I think he's fearing that it is actually freezing trap.
Yeah, because he's seen a freezing trap, so it's a very valid concern. And because of that, the mind games from Indigo work. The Acolyte
Yep.
of Pain will be played instead of Green Patron, which would spawn a buttload of patrons.
Speak to me.
Is he going to use the inner range offensively? Yep. And
But-
SwissKing must be feeling really salty right now.
Yeah, and now the second Warzone commander is dead. Or
is
not.
It? Is it? Nope.
Well, it is. That's the high priority, just to kill it, or silence.
Yeah. Juggler Unleash combo would not do a whole lot right now.
Put this apple on your head.
Use the kill command on 2-2. Okay.
Waste 1 damage or...
Waste 3 damage, I think.
Oh yeah, but still, this is his game to win.
Definitely.
Just now, just keep, if you can keep that board stable. The Knife Juggler isn't the best if there is someone drops a patron, basically. Then you can slam it off.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. The hunter needs to get something on the board, so he's one of those animal companions. And just...
If it's a huffer,
yeah.
if it's Rearc, it'll do nothing. But if it's a Misha, yeah, that'll work.
And do you want to be like really safe? No, you don't want to be, it seems. You could silence that unstable cool because it's just one more enabler for keep Grim Patron. So
I think the patrons are coming. But
Yeah.
even when you play the patron, don't you think you should play the shield blocker first?
yeah. But I think he's out of all the. Well, he has more weapon. So. But it's decent.
It's decent. Utilizing the hero power over the shield block. Yeah, not bad, but 5 dudes on the board, 5 unleash. Both of his. That's left at 11. 9 with the hero power. I guess it's destroying some patrons. As the hunter, I would like him to race right now.
Yeah. I really didn't like that one. That seemed so inefficient. Because now you can just put both patrons. Well, you can put both. I'll just trade those patrons in. Then 2 more.
If Indigo had pushed for the face, that would have been.
It's only 4 damage more, so.
4 damage. Major issue.
Yeah. This Savannah High main
Pretty
will
good stuff.
spawn some, but I don't know, just playing Emperor, maybe playing Death Spite, trading in few patrons.
You would trade 3-1 to the 5-2.
Yeah,
Go for it with the
yeah,
get the tempo for
yeah.
20 to 28 points right now, and the top deck Dr. Boom. How's that gonna
Big
feel?
bada boom.
Indeed, it's gonna be the big bada boom.
But still, like if you just go fully YOLO over here and just go summon a high main to the face, what isn't the best option, and Dr. Boom, it would still be decently off. You still need 12 damage. You would have it on the board, but you can count that the warrior can. Oh, another shield. Oh, so nice. Buying so much time. And getting so much patrons out of this deal.
Yeah. Still, the Savannah Highman is gonna be a problem.
Well, I don't know. Like, if you go patron, maybe
What now?
inner rage, then trade one of the guys in, like after the attack. You can have decent amount of patrons. Decent is what, 5 left, and then just trading one of the bots and maybe getting one more. It would leave 8 damage on the board, but you have 11 armor. It seems he's going for that. Just. Well, actually, no, you can actually get more out of it. And now just face.
6 patrons.
Yeah. Some of them will be traded off, perhaps, because there's two bombs are going.
One, one to the face
Oh.
at this stage is definitely the worst possible bomb.
Yep. But,
Maybe the only worst possible result would have been to hit a 3-3 for 1.
yeah.
Unleash.
And now you get Unleash, it's 13,
18, 20.
it's 20 damage, it's not 24, so.
Not enough. SwissKing is looking like he's taking the series 3-1. So our Ukrainian player, unfortunately, not able to make a big upset.
Yeah.
eSuba.Intel, Czech Republic player, SwissKing advances to the all-Czech final, where he will face Rastafish. Yeah, Rastafish.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere, we will check it soon.